Good evening, everyone. From a jam-packed house here in the Houston Astrodome, Jim Carvelis, Don Tollefson, and Walt Garrison. Boy, we've got some great excitement here. Over 50,000 fans. Standing room only seats have been sold. You'll watch the Aggies of the Southwest Conference, the Texas Aggies against Southern California. You know, Don Tollefson, this is the first time in the 19 years of this great bowl game that a Pac-8 team has been here.
Well, in fact, it's only the second time that USC has been in a bowl game other than the Rose Bowl. Some people said that perhaps the fact that they wanted to be in the Rose Bowl and the fact that A&M wanted to be in the Cotton Bowl might take away from the glamour of this game. But you can hear it down there. When these Aggies and these Trojans start hitting each other, they're going to forget about where they wanted to be because they're going to want to win right here.
Anthony Munoz, number 77, 66, Pat Howell, 69, Gary Bethel, 71, Brad Buddy, 74, John Shoemaker. Split end, and a great one. Randy Simmer, he's going for a record tonight. Number 86, the great tight end, William Gay. The quarterback, Rob Huddle, the fine senior, number 6. Mosi Tatupu will be the fullback, 36, he's a senior. Charlie White, an exciting runner, number 12, tailback, the flanker of Trojans of Southern California. No strangers to bowl games. They've won 16 and lost 6. Most wins, the best percentage in all of college football. Bluebonnet ball game is underway. And being smacked down. First play from scrimmage. Rob Hurdle, senior quarterback. The Tupu across the 20-yard line, close to the 21-yard line of A&M defense. Jacob Green, number 77, the left end. James Zachary, 48, Steve Spitzenberger, and Phil Bennett, 89. We'll give you the rest as we go along. Second down, 7 yards to go from the 20-yard line for the Trojans. Here's White trying to get to the outside. He can't get around the corner. An outstanding defensive play by the Aggies. Call it third down and 6. They need the 27-yard line for a first down. The first critical third down situation for the Trojans. Hurdle, back to pass. Firing, intercept, and drop. And at the 30-yard line. Elroy Steen, he's a freshman.
Call it an incomplete pass, is that correct? No.
That is correct. Back to punt, he's a good punter, 43-point average. Line drive boot. Taken at the 40-yard line by Mike Williams. And Williams gets only a couple. Starting a rookie quarterback, Mike Mosley. To the big guy. And going to the 44-yard line. He picked up only one on the play. Call it 2nd and 9 from the 45 of Texas A&M. Mosley, he's a quick quarterback. He can run. Coming to the outside. Here he goes. 45, 50. Mosley knocked out of bounds in Trojan territory. The game's first down. 1st and 10 now at the Southern California 46-yard line. Mosley gives it to Dickey. He's got a hold. And Dickey inside the 35-yard line. Another first down. 1st and 10 at the Southern Cal 34-yard line. Mosley, a great fake. And he drives close to the 27-yard line.
So far, he's showing why Walker said that.
2nd down and 3 at the 27. Take to Woodard. Here comes Mosley. Big hole. 20, 15, 10. Stumbles at the 6-yard line. And Mike Mosley. First down and goal to go for the Aggies at the 7-yard line of Southern California. Mosley gives it to Woodard this time. He breaks inside the 5 to about the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal to go. The ball at the 4-yard line. Woodard. Touchdown!
Woodard again.
And the Aggies are on the board. And they're going crazy here in Houston, Texas. Tony Franklin, the barefooted kicker, has it up. It is good. The 19th annual Bluebonnet Bowl in Houston, Texas. Score, Aggies 7, and the Trojans of Southern Cal nothing. It's going to be Connors at the 3. Right up the middle. Nothing. Taken down. Simmons split to the right side here. He needs one reception to become the all-time receiver. Boom, not much there. Boy, that Aggie defense has really been tough. There's Rob Huddle there, and he's broken most of Pat Hayden's records, passing records in Southern California. There's White getting a little bit of a hole, but then it closes very quickly at the 20-yard line.
I'll tell you, these Aggie fans are fired up, Jim Carvelis.
Standing room only crowd. Third down, a long 5 from the 20-yard line. The Trojans going in the air. Huddle fires, looking for Simon, incomplete at the 28-yard line to Southern California. Hits it from his 10, just got it away. Williams going to call for a fair catch, as you see, and he makes it to the 39-yard line. 7:24 to play in the first quarter. The Aggies on top, 7-0 with the ball. Mike Mosley, the quarterback. Fakes to Woodard that time. Now pitches back and nothing. And it's Southern Cal's turn to stop things. Second down, 9 yards to go. John Madden's got a big game tomorrow. There's Dickey looking to pass. Pressure, fires. It's going to be complete at the 49-yard line. And there he goes. And woo! Busts it down. First down and 10 for the Aggies at the 46-yard line of Southern California. Nothing there. Southern Cal stops him.
They can put points on the board at any time and from anywhere on the field, so I'm sure they haven't given up yet.
Second down 9. Mosley with the football. Look at him go! He's going all the way! Mosley! Electrifying run! And the Aggies are up 13-0. After attempt now, back to the live action. Franklin up, it is good. And the Aggies of Texas A&M have shocked Southern California. They lead them 14-0 with 6:49 to play. From Houston, this is the 19th annual Bluebonnet Bowl. Ensuing kickoff, and Franklin versus the Trojans of Southern California. Rob Huddle, you can look for him to start putting the ball in the air and look for Simran. He hands to White, trying to get outside. And he's upended at the 24-yard line. Second down and 10 for the Trojans at the 24-yard line, their own 24. Sweeney in motion to the near side. Huddle looking. Firing Simran. There's the record. And he's taken down at the 31-yard line. He's going to be shy of the first down with 5:27 to play in the first quarter. The Astrodome in Houston. Huddle looking to fire for it. And the big fullback gets the first down at the 45. It was almost intercepted. This time they get the first down at their own 45-yard line. And now the Trojans are on the move. Huddle back. What a rush. Fires. He's got Gay, the tight end. And Gay still on his feet. No, the official said he was knocked down at the 48-yard line. It's going to be second down, about 3 yards to go at the 47-yard line of Texas A&M. Sweeney started in motion and did a hesitation. And they go to White. This guy can note it. And bangs down inside the 35-yard line. And the Trojans have a first and 10 now at the 34-yard line of Texas A&M. Huddle running the show. And banging inside the 30, close to the 28-yard line. It's first and 5 now from the 29-yard line of the Aggies. Trojans down by 14. Huddle going for all the marbles. Sweeney, touchdown! He beat Rulett. And Southern California's right back in the game.
Hadn't it been for that field goal, because that one put him in this when they beat UCLA. Once again, he's perfect on the placement. And Jim Carvelis, we have ourselves in a ball game because the Trojans have now decided to come out and start playing.
From the Bluebonnet Bowl game, the score now: the Aggies 14 and Southern Cal 7. Texas A&M over Southern California with 3:34 to play in the first quarter. This might be the best Bluebonnet Bowl game ever before it's over. Out of bounds, they're going to have to do it again.
You can use a T as we look at USC kicking off to the Aggies.
Daryl Smith and Dickey back again. It's coming to Dickey at the 10-yard line. Watch him. He's got great speed. He's not going to use it, though. He's banged down. What a play by Ronnie Lott. 14-7. The Aggies over Southern California. 3:29 to play in the first quarter. There's Mosley outside again. 30, 35. Watch him. Knocked out of bounds at about the 45-yard line.
It's going to be real close to a record for the Knights if it keeps going like that, Jim.
41-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Aggie. It was Brothers that made that great block, and banging through, it's Woodard. And Woodard gets close to the midfield stripe. Out of the wishbone. Woodard. And he's got the first down. Woodard the first down, and we don't have a wishbone this time. Split backs, and Brothers is flanked to the right side. And the pitch to Dickey. And Dickey is jammed up the 45-yard line.
Against this great Texas A&M defense.
The Aggies on top 14-7. We have 1:48 to play. And this is the first quarter. Mosley wants to run again. He's bulldogged down at the 41-yard line.
108 yards on 6 carries. The record in this game, 202 by a guy named Charlie Davis from Colorado in 71. He has an obvious shot at it.
No doubt about that. 3rd down now, 4 yards to go. Fumble!
USC, I think.
Southern Cal thinks they have it, so do the officials. So the Trojans, they cover the fumble. Southern Cal now at their own 37-yard line after fumble recovery. Go to the fullback, Tupu. He's at the 38-yard line. Gets number 53, Gary Cobb. Outstanding defensive player. 2nd down and 8. Huddle wants to put it up. Looks for Simron. Has Simron 50-yard line. And Simron pushed out of bounds in Aggie territory at about the 47. We have 50 seconds remaining in the first quarter, and Southern Cal trails 14-7. Charlie White gets to the 40-yard line.
And that's what you really want from a quarterback, some touch and throwing the ball.
Kevin Williams now split to the right side, number 8. There's Charlie White looking for blocking. He gets some good blocks, and White's down to the 35-yard line. That is the end of the first quarter here in the 19th annual Bluebonnet Bowl game with a score. Texas A&M 14, Southern California 7. Plays tonight.
How about the Queens?
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Huddle the quarterback. Goes to Charlie White again. Check it. And down to the 26-yard line. That was Dwight Ford. Now call it 2nd down and 1. Tupu is back in the game, replacing Kane. 2nd down and 1. Hurdle down. And it's going to be marked right there. 3rd down. And 7 yards to go. Hurdle looking to fire. He's in trouble. All the way back to the 45-yard line. Huddle taken down there. Own 40-yard line. He gets it away. Beautiful high boot. Williams is going to call for a fair catch and hope it bounces into the end zone. And it does. We also have a great football game. 1st and 10 for the Aggies. Looks like the Aggies started a bit too quickly. That's Dickey going up to the 30-yard line. No penalty flag. It's a 1st and 10 now at the 30-yard line. 10 on the play by Dickey. They go to Woodard. Big guy still on his feet. Look at this big guy to the 44-yard line of Southern California. 27 yards in the play at the 43. There's a fumble. Now Southern Cal thinks they have it. We'll wait for the officials. Southern California has recovered their 2nd fumble of the game.
Well, a lot of times, you know, when you get the ball, everybody's happy because you recovered it, but there's not that much conversation to the people that don't get it.
Look at White breaks free, and he's in Aggie territory at the 48-yard line. 11:16 to play in the first half. The Aggies on top of the Trojan, 14-7. The 43-yard line, Charlie White again. You saw Charlie White, number 12, go to the sideline. He's getting a breather. Huddle pitching out now to Kane. Check it to Ford, Dwight Ford. Southern Cal, a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. You see Simron flanked out to the right.
Haven't moved, or maybe you moved a little, and he is going to come across from Freeman. In fact, on that play, of course, it's offsetting, a very rare call.
See Rob Huddle there.
Yeah, he's getting married March the 3rd, too. Congratulations to him a little ahead of time. Ark condolences, whatever.
Right there is Mr. Ford again. First and 10 now for Southern Cal at the 27 of Texas A&M. They got him that time. Dwight Ford had nothing that time. Second and 9 to the 21-yard line of Texas A&M. Southern California looking to tie it. They knocked down Charlie White this time. Big third down play. They all are, aren't they? You see Huddle motioning White to go in motion. He does, and now he throws him the football. He's got to beat somebody out there. He did. Is he in bounds? Touchdown! Huddle motion White to get in motion and get out there. Right, this could tie it. It did. And now we've got a 14-14 football game as Frank Jordan knocks it through. Timeout in the field. Bluebonnet Bowl game tied at 14. For Southern California, tie game in the first half with 8:23 remaining. Long boot. There's going to be no run back here. Mickey says, I'll take it at the 20-yard line. 8:23 to play in the first half. Tie game. There's Mike Mosley, the brilliant freshman quarterback. Handing off to Woodard. And Woodard, they finally take him down. All right, second down. We have 5 yards to go. The ball at the 24-yard line. Texas A&M with it. Woodard going off tackle that time and breaking it close to the 35-yard line. There, he doesn't get it much, but he just blocks like crazy. Woodard. And you're darn right it's hard to handle him one-on-one.
And look at the people here at the Astrodome.
Second down and 6 yards to go for the Aggies from their own 37-yard line. Play action fake this time. Mosley wants to throw the football. Now he runs it. He's knocked out of bounds. Southern Cal came from a 14-zip deficit, and they've made it a football game. Third down for Mosley. And Southern California solves it that time. The punter. He's going to get a bounce, and he gets it out of bounds right around the 20-yard line.
And they're right back in the game.
First and 10 for Southern Cal now from the 20-yard line. 24-yard line. White with the football.
As the Trojans have really started to move the ball offensively.
Out of the power I now. It is second down and 5 yards to go. And Texas A&M gives up 1 or 2. Third down and 4. Aggie fans hoping they can stop him. Here comes White now. He's got the first down. He's got a lot more. Now it's a foot race. Williams and White. And Williams gets him. What a sensational run. And a concern. Aggie bench now looking on. Lynn Kane, they get him at the 7-yard line. Ralph Barrett made the stop. Now it is second down and about 6 yards to go. Sweeney in motion. Ford again. He got inside the 5-yard line. All right, third down. Third down along 2, actually closer to 3. They need to get to about the 1.5-yard line. They're at the 4. Let's see what Huddle has on his mind. White option pass, wide open. Kevin Williams. This will be a 22-yard attempt, spotted at the 12-yard line. A chance for Southern Cal to take the lead for the first time tonight. It is good. And Southern California has taken a 17-14 lead here in the Bluebonnet Bowl over Texas A&M with 3:38 remaining in the first half. First half of the Bluebonnet Bowl in Southern Cal's come from down 14-0 to up 17-14. Nothing there. 15-yard line.
Jim Carvelis, here come the Aggies.
Mosley out of the wishbone. Give it to Woodard. And Southern California's waiting for him. You have some smart people here in Texas, Walt. You're right.
Nobody ever accused Texans of being dumb.
Second and 8. They go to Woodard again, and he's fighting for it. He got to about the 19-yard line.
Pretty face. Pretty face.
Third down and 5 yards to go for Texas A&M. Mosley, he's being chased. He got it away. Incomplete. A lot of pressure. Good punt. Kane at the 35 is going to run it back. Not much. To the 40-yard line. Starts dipping. First down and 10. Southern California. 3-point lead with 2:08 to play in the first half. Huddle wants more. He wants a whole bunch. He's got a man. What a catch. Kevin Williams, who they just overthrew moments ago.
He's a little guy, but if you saw, he can fly.
From the 17-yard line of Texas A&M. First and 10 for the Trojans. Fumble. I believe Southern California covered it. Second down and 10 from the 17. This crowd now wanting the Aggies to hold. They're down 17-14. Go to White. And he breaks it inside the 15. Third down and 4 yards to go for the Trojans now. They knock on the door again. Tupu in motion. Hurdle back. Going for 6. Over Simmons' head.
Just a great route there, but
Frankie Jordan now will try a 29-yard field goal. SC leads by 3.
6.
They now lead by 6. Good call, Walt Garrison. Southern California now has taken a 20-14 lead against these Texas Aggies with 33 seconds remaining.
Well, that's nearly a first down.
And they're going to kick the ball to Dickey. He's not too slow either. He runs at about 9-4. Dickey, 10. He's not running anywhere this time. He's down at the 13-yard line. Giggle Aggies. Hey, 28 seconds. Mosley trying to get to the outside. He's going to be run down and knocked out of bounds. That'll stop the clock. Oh, Johnny Robinson, the coach of Southern Cal, was born in Chicago, Illinois. So there are a lot of proud people back there in the great Midwest. They're just going to run the clock out. No reason to take a chance. Harrison's a hot number, no doubt about that. 16 seconds. Mosley's going to throw it. Just because I said they probably wouldn't put it in the air. They're not going to get much. To the 28-yard line.
It's quite a compliment to their abilities as we look at John Robinson, and now we get back to the action.
He's paying attention because they're putting the ball in the air, and it bounces in. Incomplete pass, and he's a better passer, I'm told. We may see him in the second half. Who knows? Mosley now looking to put it in the air. And there's an outstanding defensive play. That was Walt Underwood who made the play. And that's it. That's the end of an exciting first half with the score Texas A&M 14, USC 20. Bouncing toward Dickey, 5-yard line. 22-yard line. First and 10 from their own 23-yard line. Mosley, the quarterback. Woodard, Dickey, and brothers back there in the wishbone. Now Mosley on the option. He decides to go, and he gets out of bounds at about the 30-yard line. Mike Mosley. Woodard trying to get the first down. It's going to be very, very close. And what a game it's been. First and 10 for Texas A&M at their own 32-yard line. Take to Woodard this time. And the pitch back to Dickey, and he didn't get much that time.
Doing a good job. He's a smart quarterback.
Second and 9 from the 34. Mosley pitches back to Dickey. He fumbles the ball. Who's got it? Southern California, for the third time tonight, has recovered a fumble, and this time Oda made the play. That was Brothers with the football that coughed it up. First and 10 for Southern Cal from the 39. Movement on that line. And let's see if ball moved back to the 44. The Aggies first and 15 for Southern California. Hurdle now handing off to White. Cuts back in, runs into his own man. They get him down around the 40-yard line. Second down 11 from the 41 of Texas A&M for the Trojans of Southern California. Tupu in motion. Hurdle back. Now he fires deflected and incomplete. Good play at the line of scrimmage. Third and 11 from the 40-yard line of Texas A&M. Slotted to the right is Sweeney. Hurdle fires a man open. Sweeney, touchdown!
fleet of foot. And again, Huddle lays a perfect pass right in there to him. You watch, he has to wait on it just a little, but he has no chance. The defender has no chance of making it, and a good effort to get in the end zone.
Let's see what Huddle decides to do here. Going for the two-point conversion. Play action fake, man open, 2 points.
He actually had two men open in the end zone, one right in front of the other one.
William Gay, the tight end, made the reception. The Trojans now up 28-14. Curtis Dickey, number 22, and Darrell Smith, 20 back. It's Dickey at the 10-yard line. 15-20. Dickey gets a good run back this time across the 30-yard line.
Well, now Texas A&M's got to come back with 2 touchdowns.
From the 32-yard line, 1st and 10, and now Mosley wants to put it up. Now he runs. 35 out of bounds.
Good play.
They gave him 4 in the play. 2nd and 6 from the 37-yard line. The Aggies in their own territory. Dickey, fumble. Let's see if it was after the whistle.
The Aggies do 231 yards on the ground, but you can't fumble the ball.
3rd down and 4 from the 39-yard line. They fake it to Woodard. Mosley goes to Brothers. He fumbled it again. Who's got it? Ball rolled out of bounds, I believe, and the Aggies.
A gutsy call right here.
Let's see if Coach Ballard gets away with it.
And the crowd's on their feet.
Woodard. Oh, I don't know. I don't think he made it. At their own 43-yard line, 11:50 to play, 3rd period. They trail Southern California 28-14. Dickey fumble. Picked up by Mosley. He fumbles. I believe it went out of bounds again.
And I got through all that.
God bless you.
How's that different? 2nd and 11. And here's the big guy, Woodard. And it takes about 7 guys to knock him down. They've got a long yard to go now. 3rd down and a long yard to go. Woodard, why not? Woodard driving inside the 45 to about the 43-yard line. And Don Tollefson, right?
Right.
1st and 10 from the 43. They faked the Woodard that time. Mosley's going to keep it. Forget the pitch out. He's brought down. Good defensive play around the 40-yard line. Got out very quick. 14-0. But the Trojans have come fighting back. So now it's the Aggies' turn to come back. Great straight-ahead move by Dickey inside the 35. Mosley running the show. Woodard got to the 30-yard line. Give him 3 yards in the play and call it 2nd down and 7. 2nd down and 7 now for the Aggies at the Southern Cal 30. Watch Mosley. Great speed. He's at the 25. They wrestle him out of bounds. That's Dennis Thurman to knock him out. And Mosley's telling him to hold it down. That's exactly who I'm going to give it to. And he did.
Did he ever?
And
Look at that.
Running. And you talk about rodeos. There's Woodard on the sideline now. He's taking a well-deserved breather.
Well, maybe his shoe fell off again.
Mosley now pitches back and down to about the 6-yard line because they got the 2nd down and 4 at the 6. Mosley gets rid of it. Brothers fumbles it.
Well, there you go. I mean,
Southern California, for the 4th time tonight, has recovered a fumble. A terrible break for the Aggies. Huddle with the ball. Southern Cal at their own 9-yard line after the Underwood recovery of the fumble. That was the key series in the game, wasn't it? And now a flag on the play.
you know, we haven't seen that much. There's a holding call right there.
1st down and 13 from the 6-yard line now after the holding penalty has been marched off. Look at that power for a little guy. Out to the 15-yard line is Dwight Ford. It's 2nd down and 3 from the 16-yard line. And that's the 1st down up to the 25-yard line by Dwight Ford.
You know, A&M in good field position, ready to move back down and score.
At the 26-yard line. The Tupu out to the 35-yard line, the big fullback. 2nd down and 1 from the 35-yard line, their own 35, Southern Cal. And look out, here's Mr. White again. And they finally wrestle him down inside the 40-yard line, and he ran into his own man. He's too quick for his club. His excellent blocking tight end. Now, he's not going to get too mad at him because he's been opening holes for him all year long. Southern Cal running with the football again. That's Dwight Ford. He doesn't go anywhere this time.
Again, that's not a pun for Anita Bryant.
Hurdle on top. He rifles at Simran. I'll tell you, they made him pay for it at the 23-yard line. Simran was sandwiched that time.
Big set of downs right now for the USC and the Texas A&M players.
1st and 10 from the 23. Those Aggie fans weren't down. Still got a lot of time to go in this game. Watch Charlie White. He got inside the 15-yard line down to about the 13. Rob Huddle, who's had an outstanding Bluebonnet Bowl game. He goes to the run, and they may have gotten it, may not have. 1st and 10 from the 12-yard line. In the first half, by the way, Aggies stopped them here on a 1st and 10 from the 12. Let's see what they do now. Inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. Grulich trying to get more. To Cooper. And he gets nothing, absolutely nothing, back at about the 8-yard line. Of course, when you got a guy like White or a Kane or a Dwight Ford, you don't have to put it in the air. And now they're going to be called for delay of game. 3rd and 13 at the 14. Hurdle looking for Simran. He goes for Simran. What a catch! Can you believe that? He beat Elroy Steen.
As he goes down, he makes a little inside move. You can't see that. Comes right back out, and I want you to watch this catch. Fingertip, super. Looks like Biletnikoff for any great receiver in the NFL.
Jordan makes it 35 to 14.
Missed it.
No. Missed it wide to left, excuse me. It's 34 to 14.
Everybody's due one mistake.
Southern California now by 20 in the 3rd period at the Astrodome. Having this crowd of over 52,000 hoping the Aggies can come back. What a kickoff. There'll be no run back here, I don't believe. Dickey.
Victory in motion right there by Zimmerman.
Nothing. Aggies on 1st and 10.
A new wrinkle to move the ball on USC.
The 31-yard line, their own 31, Texas A&M down by 20, but they have time. 2:43 to play, 3rd period. 48-yard line. That's Darrell Smith.
They're proving it right now, but they're down by 20 big points.
1st and 10 from the 48. They go to the big guy. Woodard's back in the game.
I'll tell you what, he's tough to stop.
2nd period. Woodard. He's got the 1st down.
The crowd's really behind A&M now because A&M moving the ball, and they've got to do something. There's a draw play to Woodard, which gets about 2 yards there. I tell you what.
Well, they've got to get some points soon. That's Dickey, flanked to the left side. He can really motor. That's exactly what he's doing. Mosley's going to have to motor out of there, 40. And to the 35-yard line. Teague is put to the left side now. Out of the wishbone. It's Mosley. He's going to take it 30, 25, 20. And they get him out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Larry Brazil. 17 seconds ago, 3rd period. 1st and 10 from the 15. Mosley's really in trouble now. Incomplete. Lucky to just get that pass away. And these Aggie fans here in Houston want to see their Aggies get on the board. Watch Mosley. 15. Pitches back. And knocked down at the 5-yard line is Dickey. All right, Mosley, 1st and goal from the 4. Woodard down to the 1-yard line. That is the end of the 3rd quarter of play with a score. Southern Cal 34, Texas Aggies knocking on the door with 14. This is the Bluebonnet Bowl from Houston, Texas. It's loving it out here. 2nd and goal from about the 2-yard line. Woodard, touchdown!
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Sheer power, sheer power.
Southern Cal leads by 13, 34-21, as the Aggies have come battling back here with the first play of the fourth quarter.
Let's see. Some more movie stars.
Connors bobbled the ball. He better pick it up. He's in trouble. 5-yard line. First down and 10 from the 6-yard line.
A partisan crowd, I would say. Look here.
Look out. Dwight Ford. 94 yards.
Oh.
A great block by Kevin Williams sprung him.
I would say that was a rushing play we just saw.
They're going for 2 now. Play action fake. Now Huddle's going to run.
No way.
He did not get there.
It looked like the start of the same play we saw a while ago when he passed to his tight end.
40-21. Southern California grabbed the 19-point lead as a result of one of the greatest runs in the history of the Bluebonnet Bowl game.
I couldn't run 94 yards in 24 seconds.
Rob Kerr with a kickoff. It'll be Dickey at the 5. Oh, what a hit. What a hit. 14:31 to play in the game. Put it down at the 17-yard line. Mosley, end around pitch. 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 50, 45-yard line. Darrell Smith. Can you believe this game?
Field position here for A&M.
Block made by Cody Risen. And there's Dickey to the 39-yard line. He got about 4 on the play. He doesn't know the score either.
It's a hard face to forget.
He just knows it's New Year's Eve, man. Dickey. Oh, there's the defensive play by Odom. Ricky Odom, 3rd and 8. The Aggies at the 42-yard line of Southern California. Mosley straight back to fire. Good protection and incomplete. Man was there. I'd kiss her if she was a Trojan. 4th and 8. They got to go for it. Mosley
Intercept
for grabs. And now we're going to have a penalty. They wanted to set up a screen, Walt.
Against USC, so they were trying to set up a screen there. It's on Dennis Johnson, the inside linebacker there, number 56. Don?
1st and 10 now. The Aggies get a little bit of a break. They're at the 39-yard line of Southern California. They're trailing by 19. Woodard, 34. You know, 2nd down and 5. What a great game this youngster's played. Mike Mosley from Humble, Texas. He just got it off to Dickey. He can't find the handle, and I believe Southern California is close to it again. Yeah, they're close. They got it. Again, the Trojans.
USC is not turning the ball over, and that's why they're winning.
1st and 10. USC at their own 38-yard line. That's Lynn Kane, number 21. He's
on the Mizzou Network.
Talk about a lot of stars when you talk about those 2 conferences, the Big Ten and the Pac-8. 2nd down. Here's Charlie White getting to the outside. He's bumped out of bounds around the 45-yard line. We won't either if you won't. 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Southern Cal's going to be called for delay of game. They've played well. They've been victimized by the big play Trojans of Southern California. They've been doing that to people for a whole lot of years. And here comes another one, maybe. Simran.
He's got it in
right on cue, right? We're talking about big plays. And Simran played in the Bluebonnet Bowl, and they've rewritten the record book. Out of the power eye, here's Charlie White. He's got a little bit of room. Watch him. He takes it to the outside. And he's knocked down close to the 10-yard line.
Done through the air.
1st down and 10. The ball at the 11-yard line, so they could get a 1st down without scoring. Dwight Ford, and he only got a couple this time. No 94-yard run from Mr. Ford that time. 40-21. Southern California by 19 over the Aggies, and still on the move. 2nd down and 7. To Tufu, the big fullback, is on his way. He scores.
Look. Shades of White Shoes Johnson.
The point after, it is up, and it is good. And Southern California now leads 47-21 over the Aggies of Texas. We'll be right back after we pause briefly for these messages. Rob Kerr is going to be kicking off, and his legs got to be tired. At the 5-yard line, Darrell Smith. He gets it out to the 22-yard line.
Big offensive lineman for the Trojans. Jim?
1st and 10 from the 23-yard line for the Aggies. Mosley handing off this time. Here goes Woodard. There's the big guy in the open field. They finally wrestled him down at the 46-yard line. Looked like Marion Motley. 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. The Aggies trying to move. And not much there.
Especially because the West Coasters are ahead.
Now they got a big bowl game coming up in the state of Washington on January the 14th. There's the pass, incomplete. That pass was intended for Russ in Seattle, Washington. There's the penalty. Interference.
I think it was on Clay Matthews.
To name just a few. Mosley, what quickness. They finally get him out at about the 33-yard line.
Hey, there's a number 62.
I draft her number 1. All right, there's Dickey going inside the 30-yard line down to about the 27.
If they'd done that, it would have been much closer than 47-21, Jim.
2nd down and 5. The 27-yard line of Southern California. Mosley pitches to Dickey. Now he tries to get to the outside, but he's not going to get to the outside. There's an outstanding defensive play. We have 6:51 to play in this 19th annual Bluebonnet Bowl game, and it's been a shootout down here in Texas. Mosley going on top. Now on the ground. Takes a pretty good lick at the 27-yard line. He's 1,000 yards gained here tonight. They've gone up and down this football field 10 times. And Mosley's down to the 20-yard line.
Right now, what do we got up there? We got 68. More to come, Jimbo.
1st and 10 from the 20. Mosley wants to throw it. Not very well thrown.
Holiday greetings from Ms. Lou Television. Here come the Aggies, and there they go. They're moving the ball once again. David Walker's now on a quarterback. That was Adger Armstrong on the run.
That's David Walker, number 8. He's a senior. Started every game this year and gave way to a freshman tonight. Here he comes. He's got some bad ribs, and they're not going to be any better after that collision. And Walker said, go ahead. He's going to be a player. But the coach, Millard, said, look, this is your last game of the Aggies. I want you to play now. Down to the 4-yard line goes Adger Armstrong again. He's got that first down
in a big game.
180 yards. A freshman. 1st and goal. He pitches out this time. Touchdown! Adger Armstrong. And the Aggie fans are on their feet again. And they get it. Now a 47-28 game. Look for an onside kick. There it is. Easily handled, though, by Southern California. The up man.
With a great display of offensive football tonight, guys.
Well, we're going to have an offensive player of the game, and there's only been about 15 of them tonight. 2 votes.
Oh, you're getting out, huh?
No, I'm getting out of this one. To the outside, Dwight Ford. They get him. Short of the 45-yard line of Southern California's Super Bowl Saturday. The great players from the Big Ten and the Pac-8, the seniors, really go at it there. Here comes Mr. Ford again to the 40-yard line.
WTVN in Columbus, Ohio, where old Woody is. Those people are helping us out tonight. Jim?
Huddle still the quarterback. That's Kane. And he's down around the 30-yard line. The fans, for the most part, even though they're partisan Texas fans, have had a great time. They've seen great football players and great football played here tonight. Down to the 25-yard line goes Mr. Lynn Kane again.
All sorts of sports competition in the Pac-10.
Tony Mason, the coach from Arizona, is here tonight. In fact, he's taking a look at Southern California. He can't like what he's seeing because he's got to play him pretty soon. Out close to the 20-yard line. That'll stop the clock with 57 seconds to play. That's 20-plus yards per pass. That's better than perfect. That's sensational.
Very deserving young man, I would say.
No doubt about it. He's going to go high like the first round. There's Kane again. He's breaking it down to the 15, to Southern California.
And, Jim, neither team has anything to be ashamed of. Of course, USC being victorious here in the Bluebonnet Bowl, but I tell you what, A&M has displayed some offense.
It's been great for us, and we want to thank all the great people down here in Houston for the great time they've given us, and more important, the great game that they gave us to broadcast across the country. The final score here tonight, Trojans 47, the Aggies 28.